rounding the right-hander down towards Aqua Minerale. Emphatic, everything's going through his mind right now. This lap has to be perfect to try and get into Q2. A lot of quick laps have been set, and he's got to gain at least half a second through this lap. It'll be interesting to see where he is as we cross the Sector 2 timing line. Dale, we're being told, has invalidated his last lap attempt. He will sit in P12 unless anybody else improves. And Emphatic now down towards the final few corners through the Ravazzas to go. And for the team from Italy in their home race, this is do or die now.
Absolutely emphatic coming around the final two corners. He was faster through the first sector, but lost a little bit of pace through the middle sector. Emphatic, can he do enough to improve? Nope, he's bailed out of it. Emphatic will be starting no higher than 16th. We also have Chesnoid Gaming out there on the lap, as someone has jumped out of the bottom there and jumped up into a good position. It was Rob who jumped up, so that's put Dirk Chocolate into the drop zone. Tiamat Marduk at risk. Can Chesnoid Gaming do anything to upset those? No, not quick enough. A 1:15.442 for him. So it's Dirk Chocolate v Tiamat Marduk. No, it's Dirk Chocolate v Variante Alta, and Variante Alta wins again. Dirk Chocolate has thrown away his chance at getting into Q2 here, and he'll be starting P16. Best and first and second sector, and Tiamat Marduk has retired, so he is going to be out of this one. He will be starting no higher than 14th. It could be 15th position if Rob improves on his time and pulls himself out of the session. Paya also in the drop zone. Dave Gaming, his teammate, also on the bubble, and Rob doesn't improve. So Paya on the bubble in 10th position. I think he may be safe unless that guy Vince and Mr. Dale can pull something out of the bag here. And certainly if through the first sector, that guy Vince didn't improve, but he is finding 2 temps now, and that would be enough to knock Dave Gaming and Paya down. Paya into the drop zone. I don't know if Paya is currently on a lap as well at the moment. Mr. Dale is gone through, and I don't think he's on a lap at the moment. So Paya's not on a representative lap, so this could very much be curtains for the Frenchman. Around the final corner we go. That guy Vince opens up the DRS. It wasn't great for the first sector. It was better through the second sector, and it's enough to put him into P9. That's Paya down in 11th position, and I don't think Mr. Dale's going too quickly. No, he is. He's a 10th up through the first sectors. So Dave Gaming, the man at risk at the moment, he's on the bubble. Mr. Dale down in 14th. Can he do anything to salvage this qualifying session? Of course, someone who's in the bottom lot as well when it comes to the playoffs as well, so he needs every point he can, especially with the likes of Nugera looking so cracked today. Now towards the final two corners, turns 17 and 18, Ravaza 1 and Ravaza 2, the AlphaTauri that's only based 30 miles away from the Faenza-based team. Is he going to do enough to get into the top 10 here? He does. P9, Dave Gaming in the pits. He is out. Paya out. Tom out. Rob out. Tiamat Marduk out. And now around the final two corners, Alex Gillen goes to be the first man to set a lap time here in this final part of qualifying 3 at this Mystery Grand Prix, round 8, and it is 1:14.166, a very, very good time. Zafso is going to go over the line now, and he beats it at 1:14.004, looking super, super pacey. Now Razin Shai, the man second in the championship, can he do anything to upset those two in front? That guy Vince has gone on the line, only a 1:14.593 from him, but the Mercedes driver is who we're going to focus on. He keeps it within track limits, just riding that white line with that left tyre, perfect positioning, and he crosses over the line, and only going to prefer 2 tenths away from the pace of Safso. Safso's probably surprised himself with the pace, given the state of those messages, but Nagera down in 10th position at the moment, quickest through the first sector, but I tell you what, second sector, M Sky Z is quicker through it, so this is very much nip and tuck. M Sky Z could be going and improving at the moment. It could be indeed Nugera who's going to go over the line first. Nugera is going to have a chance at taking provisional pole position here, crosses the line. Is it enough? No, he just loses the pace. Now M Sky Z over the line into second position, and that is very, very important for his championship. Sasso still leading there. Mr. Dale over the line, only good enough for 8th position, and it is El Rey Giri, the only man out there on a lap at the moment, but I think he may have invalidated, so going for another lap. And now hits these 2 left-handers that conclude this fabulous lap, and it's certainly one for qualifying, a track I absolutely love to hot lap, hugs the wall on the right hand side as much as possible, and there we are, a 1:13.936. He found pace and he's gone into provisional pole.
Yeah, Dave Gaming, I think, just rejoining the session there as well as he looks towards the race. But GB down towards Aqua Minerale currently finds himself last out of the drivers who've set a lap up now towards turns 14 and 15, the last chicane on this track. He's not necessarily improving that well. It's an all right middle sector of 25.5 for GB68 as he comes down towards Ravazza now. But I don't think it's been anything to write home about.
Absolutely, GB68. Maybe he's looking for kind of mid-pack at the moment in this final qualifying session. It has ticked down to 0, so everyone is on their final laps. GB68 currently a 1:15.958, improves to a 1:14.352. That's only good enough for 6th. He's the first person to set a lap time. Alex Gillen has gone quick through the first and second sectors, and he has gone quick through the final sector as well, and goes into first position. Safso, can he do anything to apply? No, he doesn't improve on his lap. The man on provisional pole has been knocked down, and now it's just the likes of Nogueira who could knock out Alex Gillen. Nogueira in 5th position, going over the line. Has he done enough to knock him down? No, Nogueira not there, and it certainly looks like Alex Gillen has took pole position for the first time in Season 5 as Mr. Dale and El Aguirre are out there. El Aguirre, the only man to displace him, but nope, he's down in 5th position, not quite cracking into the 1:13s. I wonder what he could have done if he found the pace on that first lap. And Mr. Dale out there, I think he only got into 10th position, no, into 7th position, so he did improve his lap time a little bit, but it's Alex Gillen taking his first pole of the season. The creators will go racing in Imola for the Mystery Grand Prix, and it looks to be a decent start from Razin Shai and the McLaren there of M Sky Z looking to challenge on Alex Gillen around the outside, but Alex Gillen has maintained that position, and Alex Gillen is still first. El Aguirre battling with Michi Hoya for 5th position, but it's still the same through the top 6. Nogueira actually has lost a few positions there. All in all, Mr. Dale has gained a position as well. So decent there. Alex Gillen still leading this race at the start here. 3 tenths behind. El Aguirre just going for an overtake here as we go onto the straight. I think Razin Shai had a bit of a sloppy exit out at the final corner, and El Aguirre now in 3rd position, jumping his way up. Remember, he's on the soft tyres. Alex Gillen and Sky Z are on the medium tyres, so El Aguirre has to make position straight away. And will he think about a move straight away into Villeneuve? It's not going to be close enough, but maybe a lunge into the left-hand hairpin of Tosa. He looks for it, maybe just sticks behind, but El Aguirre gaining position from Razin Shai there as they go on to lap 2. Is going to be under pressure. He's not going to have DRS in front, but there's a move, there's a change of position. El Aguirre's got a position up front, and Mr. Dale goes through. That guy Vince goes through, and it is going to be so difficult. If you lose DRS here, it is so difficult. But look at that, the Alfa Romeo, the soft, the man with softs on at the moment, the Spaniard El Aguirre up into 2nd position. And now he's going to close down on Alex Gillen. Let's see what kind of pressure he can put on him. And it's a very good thing that he's on the pair of softs, because that second gap is going to be so difficult. But look at this. El Aguirre, sorry, that guy Vince and Tom are really being pushed here. And I think it's Tom who is trying to be pushing. No, it's Mr. Dale, sorry, on the inside as they went up to the Piratella corner at the top of the hill. And yeah, that frame rate of the El Aguirre in the corner is very laggy. So I don't know what that's about, but Tom is in 10th position and just waiting behind this battle of that guy Vince and Mr. Dale. So this is a very crucial and interesting part of the race. Remember, Alex Gillen on medium, Sam Sky Z, Razin Shai, Safso, all on the medium tyres. There's El Aguirre who took the gamble and went aggressive on a soft pair of tyre. Now, if a safety car was to come over the next couple of laps, that would be almost perfect timing for El Aguirre. But M Sky Z, it looks like he can make a move. El Aguirre flashing down towards turn 1, and it is very close, pushes him wide, and he's off. M Sky Z, second in the championship, has to cut through the gravel there, and he loses a heck of time. El Aguirre heavy in his defence, but fair. But Razin Shai is surely going to have the impetus to attack here, and it's going to be even simpler to that. El Aguirre has pitted, so he is going to be going through the pits here, and we'll see where he comes out and what kind of strategy that plays out here, whether others decide to blink. But his pace was certainly going off, and these mediums still looking good in comparison to one and another. Razin Shai up into 2nd, Safso into 3rd, and M Sky Z in 4th, but lost a further 5 tenths on that previous lap. But Razin Shai, look at this, right on the back of Alex Gillen, and he's going to think about a move. Yes, he does think about the move, and Alex Gillen isn't going to fight that one too much, because once you fight here, it's such a difficult corner to get it right, and he tucks into second position. So Razin Shai, for the first time today, is leading the race. We don't see them coming to the pits. We do. Alex Gillen and the Mercedes have Razin Shai into the pits, but M Sky Z looks to have just gone through.
Yeah, MSCZ actually diving into the pits as well, so a lot of drivers deciding this is the time to come off those medium tyres, put on a fresh set and potentially go further towards the end of this race, maybe towards the softer tyre. We saw it in the potential pit strategies, but Michi Hoyer takes the lead of this race. It's passed from one Mercedes to another, and Michi Hoyer leads the race. El Guri in second, Peya just hopping into third there.
Absolutely. Here's Safso in the bottom right-hand corner. Has he done enough to go by? You can see him in the right, and he looks like he's going to get both Alex Gillen and Razin Shai. So Safso goes in to the net lead of the race here on lap 22. Fourth on the road. Actually, the net lead of the race is actually El Giri. Look at that, in P2 at the moment. He's gone up the road. Of course, he pitted early onto a pair of mediums, but he's on a different strategy altogether. But to El Giri in second position, Michi Hoyer didn't pit, and Peya hasn't pit either. So those two haven't pit. Michi Hoyer leading the race here for the first time in the Creator Series this season.
Indeed he does. Araguri really having to get his boogie on, being chased down by the Alpines. Speaking of Alpines, it's Razin Shai that does get P2 back from Alex Gillen here. Safso immediately under pressure as well. These front three effectively second through fourth at the moment, really putting pressure on one another. Alex Gillen in the team radio saying last lap we were about half a second quicker than El Guri, and looking at the timing screen, he is exactly right, down to 6.2 seconds now between first and second.
Razin Shai will open up the DRS. 6/10 is the gap. Alex Gillen, look at that. He's looking to use a bit of pace and burn battery. And is he going to go for 2-1 down the straight? Yes, he is. Alex Gillen sensed the opportunity and knew that he had enough straight line speed to go for the overtake. But Razin Shai is going to open that DRS. But DRS is open for El Giri. And look at that. That is such pain for the Englishman, who is going to be so desperate to get by. But Alex Gillen has played an absolute blinder here to stick those two between them. But look at that, El Giri's going to put deep out of Tamburello, and now Razin Shai is going to close and close. Well, he may go for a move into Villeneuve. He doesn't want to battle too hard, but he's certainly going to be close enough into Tosa. No, a sloppy exit has cost him, but Tierma Arnold is out of the session, and it's a safety car. What has happened to Ben? Ben's first DNF in many seasons, and that has come out of nowhere. He's going to pick up the pace. He's waiting for the safety car to go into the pit. Chesno still way astray here on the pack, but Alex Gillen goes. There we are. He's gone early through the middle of the Vatsas. He's got a good dig out to Razin Shai, but how close is El Giri? El Giri motoring down towards turn one, closing and closing. I think expending a little bit of battery, but he's not going to be within touching distance as we come into turn one here. The safety car restart on lap 36 here in the Creator Series, and we are in green flag conditions once again. And he will open the DRS here, and he will expunge a bit of battery. Full whack of battery he's got there, activated it. EOS burn. One car, the Mercedes done. Now Alex Gillen is behind him, and he takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Razin Shai also by Alex Gillen, and Safso onto the grass. It was so nearly, we're just missing that there, but Safso does get through. That was hairy and scary there. I didn't think he'd make it through, but still within the DRS of Razin Shai. Safso is looking to keep within pace of El Giri. And remember, Safso hasn't had a podium since season 3 of this series. Incredible. But now Meraki will have DRS open, and he'll have battery burn as well. Razin also low on battery. It could be free ride. It is free ride into Tamburello. And who comes out on top? It's Meraki, but there's certainly contact between the Alpine and the Mercedes, and that means that Tom can get an absolute jump on the Mercedes of Razin Shai, because Razin Shai was caught up by Alex Gillen there. And he's going to open up the DRS and get by his teammate here. I think there wasn't going to be too much of a battle here. Alex Gillen, though, only in it for himself, certainly not too conscious of Alpine's battle here. But M Sky Z also looking to get through as well. So M Sky Z up into 5th position. Remember, Safso, Tom, and M Sky Z all running 3-second penalties here. Meraki, no penalty, and neither does El Giri. But Safso is losing a little bit of time, lap over lap, to El Giri. So Meraki needs to close down and pass Safso, and then try to get onto the back of the Spaniard. but maybe a move into Tosa could be done, and he does look for the inside, and is going to be a little bit of contact between the two. I think there was, but GB68 and Alex Dillon still battling, both scary on traction, but I think GB68 is just going to nudge this one, but they're pushing each other very, very hard, and GB68 just gets by there for 8th position as the ass of Dave Gaming thinks about a move into Aquarillo Ali, and that is a big, big incident there. Lucky that no one has DNF'd. Dave Gaming rejoins the track and no safety car there, because I don't think there was any damage on any of the cars, just a nudge. How they all got through is an absolute mystery. Meraki is really, really pushing and harrying Safso. Remember back to round 3 when these two were absolutely going for it around the streets of Monaco in the Fan Vote Grand Prix. And Tom is going to be looking to get through because Meraki has got through up the inside, and Tom also gets through. It's too wide through here. MSkyZ tucked up behind. He does not want to get involved in an incident here because he currently would lead the championship as things stand. But MSkyZ in 5th possession just waits behind as Meraki and Tom both get by Safso. I find it very, very difficult to get him. Tom, there we are, goes for the move up the inside, and he's going to get that position. Is Safso going to be able to follow him through? He thinks about it, wobbling on the brakes, but there we are, into 4th, and Tom into 2nd here, 1.4 seconds into the gap. You can see how beneficial it is to have someone overtake you with DOS down there, because that gap has gone down by 4 tenths to Elway Geary. Tom now has to pick up the pace on Elway Geary. Tries to get him, and MSkyZ and Safso are battling for 4th and 5th position, and there's a yellow flag, and there's a big safety car. There was a big shunt, and he's on the left. That was Safso and MSkyZ who attacked each other, and it's a virtual safety car, and that is huge for the championship. What was a bad day for Razin Shai is now a hugely bad day for MSkyZ in this championship. That's a big problem. MSkyZ, of course, is the protocol, but we do have a restart here. We're going straight into it, and JD Devilnoob is going to restart here. That's come a lot quicker than I thought I had, and we're going to have a lot of jockeying for position behind. Meraki in 4th position, maybe looking for a move straight away. Elway Geary up the inside of JD Devilnoob. He's going to leave in space. Was there a little bit of contact there? No, there wasn't. JD Devilnoob still maintains this, but look, up the inside of Villeneuve. He's going to think about it, but no, he backs out of it yet again. Elway Geary knowing that would be the end of his day if anything went wrong. Elway Geary way, ooh, big incident in the back. New gamer involved with that one. I think that guy Vince also involved with that one, and that is going to be a yellow flag being waved. I don't think it's a safety car because no one has crashed out of this one, but Devilnoob has lost the 1st position. There is a safety car. There is a safety car here, so that has reset the grid again, and cautions breed cautions here in the Creator Series, and that was a big moment. I'm sure we're going to have clips again of what happened, and look at that, hards, 22 lap old hards for Jet Devilnoob. That is quite something. Elway Geary, though, slowing this down very aggressively. And look at that, Tom. Oh, he thought he'd gone. He didn't. He slowed it down again on the final corner. But Tom's still right with him. 4 tenths is the gap. Meraki is going to be right behind, though. 2 tenths for him. But there's a lot of weaving on the straight as it meanders left and right. Tom closing and closing. Is he going to go for a move? He just gets closed up behind. Nishihiro also looking for the inside line there. Safso is in 6th position. GB68 right behind in 5th position, looking for a move on Nishihiro. They all stay exactly as they were. A lot less chaotic on this restart.
And we're going to go on board with Tom here. He's full bug catcher mode as he tries to chase down Elway Geary for the lead of this race. DRS not available, of course, for the first 2 laps after the safety car restart. He looks around the outside, tried to look down the inside, and Dale has crashed out. He's out of the race. There's no safety car at the moment, and for the AlphaTauri, it's a retirement in the pits.
And Tom has finally made a move on Elway Geary, but Meraki not close enough to capitalise on this one, but it means that he will be in touching distance of the race lead. Tom looking to extend that gap in any way he can. Remember, all of the top 6 are on 10 lap old softs. They are all on the same age of softs. There is no advantage between any of them. But look at that gap to leader. Meraki is only a second behind the leader. And remember, Tom has that 3-second penalty. He would fall down all the way to P6, to P5 even, as things stand, because Safso also has that penalty. But here we are, Elway Geary behind Tom. He needs to go and attack him and take that place on this lap. This is going to be super, super important. But Meraki, look, he's been struggling with battery all day. He's not going to be close enough to challenge El Reguiri, and El Reguiri may even have a crack for the overall lead of the race. And El Reguiri has surely just took the position that will give him first his second win in the Creator Series, his first of the season, and he goes up into P1. What can Meraki do? I don't think he can do anything. GB68 has fallen out of that second gap, so I think he's going to have to settle for third, and it is going to be fantastic for a recovery for him because he was absolutely in no man's land through part of this race. Safso, Rob, Dave Gaming and Dirk Chocolate in 8th position. Unbelievable. What is he doing up there? But he will lose some positions because of penalties, and he's only got 3 seconds worth of penalties, so we'll gain on Dave Gaming. But look at that. El Reguiri still in first here, but Tom not too far behind. He's battling him. He's pushing him all the way because he needs every single bit of gap he can. And with the gap at the moment, I think he'd be dropping to around 5th position. But he's pushing, maybe even a little bit too much as he's a bit squirrely on traction out of the Variante Alta. But El Reguiri, who returned to the series this season, has made an absolute splash, and he gets his second win in the Creator Series, his first of Season 5. Tom will be demoted a few positions. Meraki up into second, his best finish this season, and GB68 into third, his best finish since round 2 of the season, and way back into championship contention.